school, VMF Academy, is located in Portsmouth, New Hampshire. VMF Academy's mission is to support and inspire students to be lifelong learners, responsible citizens, and dynamic scholars in a rapidly changing world. Our enrollment is 600 students from all over the greater Seacoast area. This ensures that each student gets the encouragement, time, and energy they need to succeed and reach their full potential. With our school, despite our small size, we have many different types of classes available for our students. This allows for the interests and talents of all individuals to be catered to. We also guarantee this by maintaining a small number of students in each class. The average class size is approximately 12 students per class, and there is a student-faculty ratio of 10-1. We are a private school, which allows for us to hold high standards as well as maintain our small school, small classes image. VMF Academy is proud to have a need-blind admission policy, which means that a prospective student's financial circumstances are not considered while applying. Our school's mascot is a wildcat, to foster a sense of freedom and pride in our students, as well as adding competition into our school environment. In nature, wildcats are known for their ability to adapt to many different kinds of environments. We believe that this reflects our mission of preparing our students to adapt to a shifting global culture. We have many policies put into place at VMF Academy that set us apart from other schools and create a safe and happy environment for students and teachers alike. One policy we have that is considered controversial but has proven to be an essential part of our school culture is an open campus policy. Our open campus policy only applies to juniors and seniors and also requires parental consent. This policy is not a right of students, but is a privilege, which means if they abuse it, get into trouble, or do not qualify academically, it can be taken away. This freedom afforded to the students makes it possible to have a trusting atmosphere in our school as well as motivation to succeed. It creates accountability in the classroom as well as responsibility many students never see until college. Another one of our policies is that we give our students the responsibility to use a tablet throughout their entire 4 years at VMF Academy. Tablets are provided to the faculty for easy use between students and teachers. To protect the tablets and prevent theft or loss, there is a GPS installed in the devices. This is not to be used at any other time. The tablets will only be used for school purposes, and students and faculty will be subjected to random tablet inspections. We chose tablets over laptops because of cost, portability, holding a longer charge, and apps that can be used to benefit both students and faculty. We take advantage of cloud-based storage services to make up for the fact that tablets hold less memory. In regards to disciplinary action against students, we take a different approach than typical suspensions. Rather than resorting to out-of-school suspensions, we only adhere to in-school suspensions. This is our way to not let a student be put at a higher risk of suspensions in the future due to missing class and feeling ostracized from the school. While the school does have the right to insist upon an out-of-school suspension if it is necessary for the safety of our students and faculty, so far we have not needed to do that, and any concerns of safety have been solved or resulted in expulsion. Overall, we believe that in-school suspensions are the best method in helping our students to succeed, rather than allowing them to fall through the cracks. In many cases, we will also help our students in not repeating an offense. These proactive measures include bully reforms, substance abuse programs, and online mini-courses on cheating. Another aspect of VMF culture is that our schools also try to be as green as possible. After all, our students are the future of tomorrow, and they should have an active part in creating the kind of world they want to live in. One way to do this is to reduce our paper usage. Our tablets are a great way of succeeding at this because students are able to submit things to their teacher in this form, and teachers can assign worksheets to their students all electronically. We do not have to be concerned about students not having access to technology and are not limited to paper usage. The tablets have allowed for us to do online textbooks, which means that our school does not have to constantly buy new editions or replace lost books. The less paper usage has also made a difference to our students with learning disabilities. These students can use programs like voice-activated text to complete their assignments. Though we strive to do the best we can, we are not without paper because there are instances that make it impossible, especially with tests. Though it is possible to take a test on a tablet, it can also pose as a distraction in some cases, putting some students at a disadvantage. These are just some of our policies that we feel make a difference to our school and put us a step ahead in creating the perfect learning environment. At our school, we recognize the importance of teaching our students what they need to know in order to prepare them for college, since that is where the majority of our students head after graduation. We also do not ignore the fact that cookie-cutter teaching does not fit every student, and the importance of fostering the different interests and weaknesses of every student is extremely important. Just because a student struggles with math does not mean that they are going to fail at college life. Instead, we help them to find what they are good at, where their passions lie, and help them to discover their future careers. We accomplish this by offering elective courses in addition to typical core classes. We provide internship opportunities for upperclassmen in specified areas including health and wellness, engineering, law, cosmetology, among many others. If we do not have a student's preferred interest, we will work with them and the businesses in the surrounding area to help them find what fits them. Another way that we help students to succeed if they struggle with the typical class is by offering different classes that teach the same thing. For students that struggle with math, we might offer a course that teaches the same skills but maybe from a sales lens. The aim in this is to give students a deeper understanding of a subject in real-life context to motivate them. If a student struggles in history, we might incorporate the course into a literature course so that what they are learning feels more like a story and less like memorization. We want to help our students as much as possible to not have a fear and distaste for school, but understand that there are many different ways to learn. As we see it, if they are struggling, they are just not in the right classroom. Another technique we use to help our students is that we make it a point to not assign hours of busy work in the form of homework every night. When homework is assigned, there is a clear purpose for it that both the educators and the students see and understand. Oftentimes, students might fall behind and be put off from school because they get too much work with no real reason for it. We do not believe that homework is unnecessary, but we believe it should be assigned with a purpose that is more than just a grade. This decision has lowered the amount of missing work students have because it has given them motivation. Many students will tell you, however, that the difficulty of the homework that they do have is harder than many other schools. This is because the homework assigned assesses their understanding more than worksheets that barely scratch the surface of a concept. These different techniques have allowed us to help our students learn and grow into smart, adaptable individuals. At VMF Academy, our administration is extremely helpful and supportive. We believe that a school will never be successful without administration supporting our teachers. Though it is not a requirement, we do find it extremely valuable when looking at an application for an administrative position where the person has previous work as a teacher. This asset allows our teachers to feel comfortable taking risks and trying out new things in the classroom that in some other cases administration might turn down. Our administration recognizes that no one knows better what works and doesn't work in the classroom than the teachers. VMF Academy finds it to be extremely important to involve the community in its culture. The community is in some ways the backbone to our school, and without their support, we are nothing. If the community feels disassociated with us, this can also lead to a lack of support. Our mission to combat this is by being vocal in our community, including inviting members of the community to our plays, musicals, and having nights to broadcast our students' work to the community. Another thing we do is every few years we will put on a play that community members can also audition for, which we find to be a great way to bring students together with the community and allow the community to have a closer look at VMF and what we accomplish.
VMF Academy exceeds both the 21st century student outcomes and support systems. Let's take a closer look at each aspect outlined in the frameworks and how our school specifically meets them. First, let's review the outcomes of a 21st century education. A highly respected institution requires a total balance of subjects that will guide each student in the future. The 21st century framework's necessary subjects are English reading or language arts, world languages, arts, mathematics, economics, science, geography, history, and government and civics. The focus in learning these subjects is not only to relay simple and basic lessons. Instead, the focus is to reach a deeper level of understanding which prepares students for college-level courses and their future careers. In terms of content knowledge and 21st century themes, we offer both core subjects as well as emerging 21st century compatible disciplines because it is important to prepare our students for the worlds that they will be entering. VMF Academy strives to incorporate learning and innovation skills through critical thinking, communication, collaboration, and creativity, or as the frameworks calls it, the 4 C's. Our curriculum is centered on critical thinking. This means having a wide variety of hands-on and academic problem solving in the classroom. Communication is important for us to have both in and out of school. We support and encourage honest and respectful communication in our students' lives. Another way that we incorporate communication is through our use of the community in our schools. Collaboration is an integral part of our school culture, which is also encouraged through our community involvement. VMF encourages collaboration on a day-to-day level within the classroom to remind students that they can't do everything on their own, and more importantly, that they don't have to. Because we offer different courses that teach the same subject, we are able to supplement basis learning with creativity in our classrooms. We do this because it takes creativity to meet the needs of our students and to capture their attentions and interests. Creativity is also shown through our encouragement for students to discover their passions and involve themselves in the community through job shadowing and internships. It takes creativity for students to get an idea, or many ideas, of what they might want to do when they grow up and what will make them happy. This ties in well with another outcome, life and career skills. We believe that learning and innovation skills lead directly to abilities that will make students marketable to prospective employers and universities. Our classes, which focus heavily on the context or real-life applications of course content, make it easy for students to imagine how they might use these skills in the workplace. VMF Academy aims to make a curriculum which can apply to everyday situations. As the frameworks note, today's life and work environments require far more than thinking skills and content knowledge. The ability to navigate the complex life and work environments in a globally competitive information age requires students to pay rigorous attention to developing adequate life and career skills. It's no secret that VMF Academy is far ahead of other schools in terms of its use of technology. Relying heavily on tablet use ensures that students are using the most up-to-date textbooks and cutting-edge media materials available to them. This focus on digital literacy enables students to think about the worthiness and the credibility of the sources that they are using. The 21st century support systems are just as important as the outcomes. VMF Academy continually aims to rise beyond those as well. The frameworks are clear when they say that curriculum standards should emphasize deep understanding rather than shallow knowledge. By regulating strict and straightforward standards, we are able to ensure that our students are not skating by, or worse, falling through the cracks. We achieve this through our small classroom sizes, as well as providing our students different opportunities and options within their own learning. Our focus on collaboration encourages students to help each other. Students who are excelling in a particular subject are able to help those who struggle through collaborative efforts. In addition to a challenging curriculum, students' improvement must be measured from periodic assessments. At VMF Academy, we offer many forms of assessment where we give our teachers some of the reins to decide how they can monitor their students' progress, as well as creative ways of keeping track of what is being learned. We have both traditional styles of tests, as well as projects, essays, and anything else a teacher might come up with that they believe will assess learning. For professional development, we have many techniques to ensure that our teachers are a class above the rest. We encourage our teachers and allow them to take risks that might make a huge difference in the classroom. This is where our supportive administration is key to our success. Our teachers are subscribed to different online professional development networks so that they can learn what is going on in classrooms outside of our schools. This leads to new ideas and practices entering our classrooms throughout the course of the school year. VMF Academy offers professional development grants for teachers to apply to when they would like to attend conferences. It's our belief that these conferences are crucial to growth as an educator. This is because conferences and workshops allow for idea sharing for educators. In some cases, Our teachers get new ideas. In other cases, they are able to share their successes and best practices with other teachers. We feel that having supportive teachers and adapting faculty help to keep VMF Academy a school where our staff is happy and cohesive, as well as professional, which helps our students to have a strong support system in our teachers. The frameworks describe a strong learning environment as one that supports students as both learners and as developing young adults. Students need a base support system that helps them strive for success. Like coaches do for their players in sports, teachers should be expressive and constant with making students feel confident. Confidence is vital for students to work hard and to flourish. Our learning environment is essential to VMF Academy, which is why we offer our students real-world contexts, access to high-quality learning materials, and connection with the community. This helps to make our school a warm learning environment where our students can feel safe while also being challenged to be the best that they can be.